Do 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 do. Boop 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 boop. Do do do. Weather outside is frightful, absolutely delightful. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Good evening, Purple. Welcome, Rocky Road. Hello, I'm ready for some fun. Rocky Road lady, I hope you enjoyed tonight's trivia. Got 20 questions that have been put together for my audience. My wife is bringing back finger guns, so I keep on doing it for some reason today. I don't know why, but I'm doing it. I hope we had a pleasant week. I just dropped my record behind the entire thing. I was listening to it and I wanted to put it away, and I was like, beep. Watch it rewind. You can actually watch me by mistake drop it behind the entire system. I don't know how I'm going to do that because all this is bolted together. So I don't know. I'm going to pull the stereo out and try to fish my arm down behind it. Rocky Road Lady, purple. Where is everyone? We've got three people here right now. Four. The notifications just went out. I just got notice on my phone. I'm live like Memorex. I even got a text message. Let's see who texted me. Jennifer Hill, good evening. Will and Chad, happy Friday night. Happy Friday night to you too, Jennifer. Juicy Jules, hiya, from cold Colorado Springs. Oh, it's cold here right now. Duct tape on a stick. Well, I put it back. So I took the record. I always have it on the turntable here, but I took it off there because I was going to clean it later because I bought a new. Yeah, believe it or not, they still sell like the magnet things, to take the dust and stuff off of records. So I was going to prop it up on there, and I was going to clean it later on, and then boop, the whole thing's it's probably down in here somewhere behind the entire thing. Watch it and rewind. I had started to stream and I was taking it off, and I went to go look at the camera to see if anybody was here yet. And all of a sudden I dropped it right behind the whole thing. I'll get it though, because I always listen to that album before I start my streams. It's kind of like my relaxing music. It's Van Morrison's Moon Dance album. I love Van Morrison's music. Jennifer Hill, good evening. Hello, Purple and Wink. I hope we all had a good week. We've had it's been up and down kind of week, and we lost the internet, so we're actually using my cell phone for the internet right now. So if there's any kind of lag in this tonight, I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can, to even have this tonight. So make sure you give this a thumbs up because I have no home internet at all. I'm using my cell phone for all this. Colorado, I bet you guys got some snow down there. We got about, I want to say 5 inches, 6 inches right in there of snow right now that's on the ground. Tomorrow it's supposed to, we're not supposed to get any snow tomorrow, but they're calling for more snow on Saturday. Now, from where I live, this is pretty rare of a weather event. It's been at least 10 years since we've had this much snow on the ground. Normally, we get a dusting and people lose their effing minds around here. But we got about 5 or 6 inches of snow right now. It's somewhere in there. I know we got like 4 inches the other night, and well, people lost their minds, and there was something like the state patrol responded to like 39 car accidents or something like that. It's ridiculous. At least you're able to get online. Yeah, I'm online. What's the temperatures? What temperature? What's your temperature? It's even cold here in Arizona. I got to click on this thing to see what it says. Right now it is, tonight will be in the low temperatures. It'll be tonight. It's supposed to get down to 9 degrees. But right now, currently, it is 29 degrees. Good evening, Samantha Mustard McDowell's in the house. Good evening, Samantha. I'll be on and off with phone calls, but mainly here. Okay. Care about accidents over by Ellensburg, 18 cars, 12 semis yesterday morning. Wow. Yeah, that's when the snow, when the Ellensburg over there, when that happened, that storm was what came here to this area. Jay Hughes, good evening. Jennifer, brr. Yeah, but this is kind of a unique weather for us. We don't normally get this much snow. I mean, in the wintertime it gets cold here. I mean, but then in the summertime the temperatures drop drastically. It can be like 110 during the summer, during the daytime, and be down to like 30 at night. We get swings in the temperature like that because we live in where the climate area that I live in is called a semi-desert. So, gotta like and share. Please do. All right. That's been 8 minutes. We're past the 8-minute mark, so let's get this party started. Tonight, Dumb Criminals, United States of America edition. This is episode 222. We took all of the ones that we did for music trivia, music crime trivia, and dumb criminals, and then crime trivia, and we compiled them all together. It equals, this would be the 222nd trivia night. Yes. Tonight's questions are been gathered by Delight89. That's her screen name. Some people may know her from the Web Sleuths site. If you do, you know who she is and what her name is. I didn't have a chance to get a hold of her to ask her if I could give out her name or her social links. So, but the questions were put together by Delight and myself for tonight. There is no actual music tonight because it takes up too much streaming bandwidth, and I'm doing this on my cell phone. So we're just going to have to go with what we have. No music. If you want me to sing you a Christmas song, I can. All right, not really, but I mean I could. So let's get on to question number 1 for tonight. Christopher Jensen has a problem. Besides being on this list, he has a drug abuse problem. Turns out Christopher is also a criminal. The problem is he can't seem to do his crimes when he's not higher than the Empire State Building. What drug do you think he does daily? Is it A, meth, B, weed, C, superglue, or D, spray paint? What does Christopher Jensen do daily? Ducks, mallards? Are those mallards? We don't have any mallard ducks here. I sent you an email yesterday. Did you get it? Jay Hughes, what email address did you use? I'd have to actually check it. Jay Hughes, to answer your question. Ouch must be Hughes is going with D, spray paint. RJ, good evening. RJ is going with A. I hope you had a wonderful week, RJ. Thank you for joining us tonight. Oh, I forgot to put myself in my little window. Hold on. What? Why is it there? That's way down there. Oh, okay. I understand now. My question's blocking the bottom part of the screen. Hold on. My post, I got to get rid of it. Hide. There. Now I'm in my little window. My little window in the corner. I just typed duck in and for twos bizarre. Jennifer, Janice Canfield, I hear for a bit. C. Well, welcome. I hope that you had a wonderful week. I was trying to scroll through there. I'm sorry if I missed anybody's question. We have B. So weed. We got some people guessing he's a weed smoker. Hey, there you are. Yeah. If I type chips, we get fries. Yeah, the American. Oh, record 33. Okay, Jay Hughes. I will check after the stream. I haven't had a chance to check my email this week, but I will after the stream. What is the answer? I'm gonna check it now. Hopefully, it doesn't slow the stream down. I get a lot of emails. All right, that's not by you. When was this sent? That's not it. So, Jay Hughes, would the email have been from the Hughes as in spelling there? I'm searching the email, putting it in the search box. I've got emails from Diana Hughes. I don't have anything from a J Hughes though. So yes to it's spelled just like Hughes there from an email. J Hughes. I did not receive an email from a J Hughes. Diana Hughes. I've got 3 unanswered emails from her. Dex's Midnight Runners got their name from Dextervin. Just sent it again. Okay, let's see. Inbox. Got it. I got it. Jay Hughes, I got the email. I will read it in just a minute. All right. We can't make you that high. Well, Yeah, it all depends, Jennifer. Some of the new you uh, strains that they have, they've really increased the THC and the psychotropic benefits of marijuana a lot. Um, so I'm told. Depending on how good it is. Starfire, good evening. And Starfire is going with A, meth. Christopher Jensen has a problem. Besides being on this list, he has a drug problem. Turns out Christopher is also a criminal. The problem is he can't seem to do his crimes when he isn't higher than the Empire State Building. What drug do you think he does daily? UB40 red wine got their name from the British from the number used to claim unemployment benefits, UB40. Well, I did not know that. That's something new. Uh, so the answer to question number one is D as in dog. He is what they call a huffer. He sprays spray paint into a bag and inhales the fumes from spray paint. Not a very bright thing to do. It basically cooks your brain. If you've ever seen somebody who's huffed for any long period of time, it's not a pretty sight at all. But he is a huffer. Okay, moving on to question two. Believe it or not, here is another Christopher. This time, Christopher Wilson. He believed he organized the perfect crime when he entered the Home Depot store recently. His plan was to load up the goods and just stroll out the front door like he made a purchase. However, Christopher left something behind. What was it? Was it A, his cell phone, B, his wallet, C, a piece of paper with his name on it, or D, his name and meth? What did Christopher Wilson leave behind? Okay, Jay Hughes. So I just read your email. I'm not familiar with that case, um, Missy Jones. I can look into it. I don't know if I can reach out and contact them. Maybe I'd have to look into it though. So I really don't have an answer for you right now. About your email, your question. But I can see what I can do though. That's the most I can promise you right now. Can I just ask if D, what did he leave his name on or with? Well, it doesn't. I don't know. I don't have any additional information for this question. To answer your question, did he write it on a piece of paper and meth? I don't know. His name and meth. It's the only options. These questions were put together by somebody else. I put some of them together, but not this one. You're gonna guess A. B makes sense. RJ's going with A. Purple is going with C. Jennifer C. A. His cell phone. B makes sense. His wallet. You don't look that bright. But then again, I don't know of anybody that's really had a flattering photo taken by the police. When they book you. Although I have seen some people smile. Simply Red were originally to be called Red, but on their first stage performance, they were introduced as Simply Red. Hmm. Did not know that one either. I should have Samantha make a list. I didn't know that. I certainly didn't know the one about UB40 and that's the number for the unemployment. What unemployment was it? Benefits, form. Believe it or not, here is another Christopher. This time, Christopher Wilson. He believed he organized a perfect crime when he entered a Home Depot store recently. His plan was to load up the goods and just stroll out the front door like he made a purchase. However, Christopher left something behind. What was it? Full of useless info today. I'm like the Cliff Clavin of my friends group. I have a ton of useless information. But the answer to question 2 is D as in dog. That's all it says, just D. Sorry, I don't have any additional information, but it says D, his name and meth. That's it. That's all the information that she gave me. Now the next question is from me. So I have a little bit more information on this one. But question 3. Trouble ahead, trouble behind. You know that notion just crossed my mind. Andrea Walker makes a lot of lists, and none of them good ones. Andrea has some serious warrants for her arrest outstanding. So, what do you think she did? A. Called grandmother to borrow the cash. B. Called police for the reward for her arrest. C. Called a radio station tip line to turn in a friend. Or D, called police to claim the reward for all of her friends. UP40. McHucknell Nail's voice. B. Guessing. You're guessing a bumblebee. That's cute. Bumblebee buzz buzz. Hopefully our bees make it through the winter. We don't have honeybees right now. We have I can't remember the names of the two different kinds of bees that one is like an iridescent color, like green and blue, but they're not honeybees. UB40 songs all sound the same to me. Do they? I can only call like maybe 2 songs by UB40, but I can understand where you might get that. I mean, those 2 songs sound somewhat similar. It's like the band Stray Cats. A lot of their songs, have kind of like the same tempo in rhythm to them. Great music and memories. Yeah. Purple's going with D. Called police to claim the reward for all of her friends. Definitely an era of music. That's true. Trouble ahead, trouble behind. You know that notion just crossed my mind. Andrea Walker makes a lot of lists, and none of them good ones. Andrea had some serious warrants for her arrest. Outstanding. So what do you think she did? Pet Shop Boys? They lived over a pet shop? Did they? Is that how they got the name Pet Shop Boys? The Pet Shop Boys had that song, what, like East Ender or something. I can't remember the name of the song. I can kind of remember the way the melody of it goes. Wasn't much of a Pet Shop Boys fan of their music. But I mean, I know who they are. If I heard them. Starfire is going with B. All right, question 3. West End Girls. That's Mia Wallace. Thank you, Mia Wallace, and welcome to tonight's trivia. Question 3. Trouble ahead, trouble behind. You know that notion just crossed my mind. Andrea Walker makes a lot of lists, and none of them good ones. Andrea had some serious warrants for her arrest. Outstanding. So what do you think she did? Ladies and gentlemen, for question 3, the answer is B as in boy. She called the police for the reward for her own arrest. Yes, she had warrants for the following: burglary, assault and battery, domestic violence in the 3rd degree. I don't know what that actually means, but I guess there's different degrees. And then she had one for endangerment of a child. Those were the warrants out for her arrest. They were offering a reward for her, someone to be turned in. She was like on Crime Stoppers, and she called the tip line to claim the reward and told them where she was. She did not get the money, but they were more than happy to exchange her freedom for a pair of nice shiny bracelets. Inner Peas, welcome. All right, moving on to question number 4. If I can get my cursor over to the page, there we go. Question 4. Martella Washington calls himself a look-alike for Snoop Dogg. Not sure what he is smoking to think that. However, it didn't stop him from trying to cash a check made payable to Snoop Dogg. How did he trip himself up? Was it A, he made check payable to Snoop Dogg and himself? B, he signed an endorsement as himself? C, he wrote the check out for $17,300 but spelled out 173? Or D, he displayed a fake ID that said he was Snoop Dogg and Martella Washington? Martella Washington calls himself a lookalike for Snoop Dogg. How did he trip himself up? B. Oh, we got E right off the get go from Samantha Muster McDowell. We got B, C, and B. Jay Hughes is going with B. Mia Wallace is going with A. I have some of what he's smoking. What's Snoop Dogg's real name? I know it if I saw it, but it always escapes my mind. There are a whole bunch of musical artists who, you think you know what their real names are, but they're stage names. He said, I'm a mountain lion. Give me the money. Whoa. Enter P's for the mountain lion for the win. C, because he had a list of what he wanted to get. Mountain lion for the win. RJ is going with C. Mr. Snoop Stewart. Isn't that an odd pairing for friends? Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart. She's got to be smoking some serious amounts of stuff with him. They even have their own wines. They have cake mix. They have all kinds of things, different. Like kitchenware, like pots and pans holders and tongs and spatulas. Then I know at my local Kroger grocery store, you can find all kinds of stuff. They're everything from their wine on. There's a whole list of different things that they do. They have that they endorse. Because I was at the grocery store just before Thanksgiving, and I was looking for a medium sized frying pan with maybe like a 2 or 3 inch sidewall, and they had pans that are endorsed by Martha Stewart and Snoop Dogg. I'm like, what? then then it dawned on me. Oh, that's right. They have a cooking show. I'm on a roll. Missed both. Well, never know. You might get the next one. There are 20 questions tonight. Galvin Bro is Snoop Dogg's real name. Thank you, Janice. I knew somebody would be able to find it. That's the name that he was actually charged underneath when he was charged with murder. But they threw out. He was either acquitted or they threw out the charges. I can't remember. I think he was acquitted. Calvin? Martello Washington calls himself a lookalike for Snoop Dogg. Not sure what he's smoking to think that. However, it didn't stop him from trying to cash a check made payable to Snoop Dogg. How did he trip himself up? The correct answer to question 4, ladies and gentlemen, is C as in cat. He wrote the check out for $17,300, but only spelled 173. The bank was like, whoa, that's wrong. But that's how he tripped himself up. All right, next question. Question 5. Junior, I think. Is he Calvin Bros Jr.? Didn't know. I didn't know he had any siblings, to tell you the truth. Question 5. Benjamin Hooper broke into the wrong home, thinking it would be an easy robbery. Little did he know he broke into the home of a then unknown serial rapist of teens and young men. The homeowner wrestled him to the ground, told him he was turned on, and began to strip Benjamin of his clothes. Crying and in fear for his life, what was he wearing when police found him? Was it A, a sweatshirt and only underwear? B, one white sock in underwear? C, a t-shirt only? Or D, one white sock only? Benjamin Hooper. I know that's probably his name is probably blocked out by live up there. Broke into the wrong home. It should be thinking it would be, but it's not. It says think it would, but thinking it would be an easy robbery. Little did he know he broke into the home of a then unknown serial rapist of teens and young men. What was he wearing when police found him? B, C, D. Is that Nancy Pelosi's husband or just a similar story? Oh, it's funny, but not. But it is, but it's not. Purple's going with D. Jay Hughes, a cape. A cape. I purposely blocked his eyes out. This is his booking photo from arrest.org. And Starfire's going with C, a t-shirt only. Oh my god. It's a good one, Samantha. Nancy Pelosi's husband. Lori Sutton, good evening. Welcome to tonight's trivia. Lori Sutton is guessing B, one white sock in underwear. Question number 5. What was he wearing? Boom, boom, boom. When the police finally caught up to him, what was he wearing? Sweatshirt and only underwear, one white sock in underwear, a t-shirt only, or one white sock only? Inner P's. E, his birthday suit. What was Benjamin Hooper wearing when the police found him? D for the douche. Smoke him if you got him. It's 420 somewhere. Benjamin Hooper. Or maybe it's Hopper. I'm not Hooper, Hopper. I said Hooper, but it's probably Hopper since there's only one P. Or Hoper. Could be Hoper. Yeah, see, I'm terrible with names. Rocky Road's going with A. All right, question 5. The answer to question 5 is B as in boy. He was wearing one white sock in his underwear. The guy had stripped him of his pants, his shoes, his shirt when he broke in, and the only thing he had left wearing was just one white sock and his underwear. The gentleman who committed it, it says that he was an unknown serial rapist of young men and teens, has not come to justice yet. His trial is not set until 2023. They've already done like the preliminary part where he answered not guilty to the charges. It does not say anything else here on her notes. So, all right, question 6. Words. Good thing you can't go to jail or be arrested for overdue library books and magazines. What book was checked out and never returned by serial killer Ed Kemper? Was it A, Rush to Judgment, B, Playboy Year-End Special, C, Catherine the Great, or D, Uncovering Greek Mythology? What library book did Ed Kemper not return to the library? Para 710. Good evening and welcome to tonight's trivia. Mel, good evening. On southern Vancouver Island, it's very windy and cold right now. I'm sorry, Mel. I haven't been over to Vancouver Island in a long time. I need to get back over there. We used to take the ferry over. Gayla, hello, I'm here, cooking and listening. Good evening, Gayla, and welcome to tonight's trivia. I hope you had a wonderful week. What library book did Ed Kemper never return? Well, book or magazine? D sounds like Ed Kemper. Says Starfire. Hi everyone. I've missed. It's a lovely picture of Ed Kemper too, I might add. I found that online. I was like, that is a goofy looking picture of the man. In case you're not familiar with who Ed Kemper is, not sure why you would be, but Ed Kemper is also known as the co-ed killer. He is a serial killer. His first victim was his grandmother, then his grandfather, and then he was institutionalized because they said he was insane. He stayed long enough to memorize the test to be released, and he was released. Then he went on to kill a bunch of co-eds, and well, and then his mom, who was the absolute, pinpoint of his rage. She was just a monster to the things that she used to do to him. When it snows in Victoria, the population goes bananas. Lots of bumper crunchers. Yeah. Well, we have the same problem here, Mel. The people here they don't know how to drive in snow at all. E. How to make friends and influence people. There's an actual book that's like that though. That's funny though. It's potato how to make friends and influence people. Samantha was changing to E. I'm pretty sick with Omicron. Oh, Mel, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better soon. I have a friend who's still in the hospital, but I believe she has Omicron. I hope she's feeling better too. Mel is going with D. Good thing you can't go to jail or be arrested for overdue library books and magazines. What book was checked out and never returned by serial killer Ed Kemper? Rocky Road Lady is going with C. Catherine the Great. What book or magazine? This is question 6. He's still alive too, 73 years old. Yes, he is. He's a brilliant man, sociopath, but a brilliant man. In a lot of ways, I've always wondered, if his mother wasn't in his life and he would have stayed with his father because they divorced when he was younger. If he wasn't ever, forced to be around his mom, what would Ed Kemper have become? What kind of life could he have lived? I mean, because he's a brilliant man. It's just, he is, basically the outcome of the upbringing and the social environment that was around him. How tall is he? He's got to be, like 6'8", somewhere in there, 6'7". I don't know. Someone could probably Google it and find out how tall he is. But he's pretty tall, pretty big man. He makes people like John Wayne Gacy, and Gacy was a big man. He makes him look, tiny, in comparison. At least the way he carries himself, his broad shoulders. I don't know. Bundy didn't have a bad childhood. No, 6'9", says Jay Hughes. 6'9". Yeah, he's a big guy. All right. What book did Ed or magazine did Ed Kemper not return to the library for question 6? The answer is A as in apple. Rush to Judgment. Rush to Judgment. It is the Warren Commission book. He did not return to the library. Note to self, don't date tall men. 300 pounds. He's up there. He's got to be, close to 300. I would have guessed like 325. But he's a big guy. He's a big guy, and he doesn't stay big like that because he's eating just the food that they served him in, where he's at. He's a big guy because he is eating a lot more than that. All right, question 7. Update on John Bowden, the man who assaulted another person at a bus stop and left his anger management papers behind. Did he complete his court-ordered anger management, and what was his next arrest for? Was it A? No, he didn't complete it, and his next arrest, public intoxication. B, yes, he completed his anger management, but his next arrest was for public intoxication. Or C, no, he didn't complete his anger management, and it was methamphetamines was his next arrest. Or D, yes, he completed his anger management, but it was meth. What was John Bowden's next arrest for, and did he complete his anger management? Don't feed tall men. So Jay Hughes. Jay Hughes is going with B. Yes, he completed his anger management, and it was public intoxication. Do, do, do. When you're a 5-foot female, every man is a tall guy. My daughter's boyfriend is he's about 5'5" right there. He's not a tall guy. It's always meth. Eating too much sourdough bread. Oh. What did John Bowden, who assaulted another man at a bus stop and left his anger management papers behind, did he complete his court order of anger management, and what was his next arrest for? Question 7. I know that is true. The bigger question is, did he miss the bus? Amelia, good evening and welcome to tonight's trivia. And yes, Amelia, he did miss that bus. He assaulted the other person and then took off. In the case where he assaulted the guy and left his court papers behind. He did. He missed the bus. I don't know exactly where this bus stop is, but I know approximately where the bus stops are by that courthouse because it took place in downtown Minneapolis. So I know where the courthouse is, and I know approximately where he was most likely waiting for the bus because probably near the courthouse. That one for the little old bee. Oh, interpedes with a little bus. Beep beep. Bus bus bus. Y'all should see it in the morning. Monday through Friday. My son every morning. It doesn't matter what is going on. Most of the time he never wants to. He's in a hurry to do anything. But every morning he wakes up and he gets ready, gets dressed, eats his breakfast, and he'll stand there next to the window of the front door, looking out, waiting for his school bus. And man, does it suck when weather, delays school or cancels school or, there is no school, because it's a professional day or whatever. But and he loves to take the bus to school. Not so much coming home, but he loves to take the bus to school. Thumbs up for Will, for little Will. Thumbs up for little Will. Can you get thumbs up for the little guy? Little guy waiting for the school bus every morning. Are you going to keep doing Will avatar clips going on? I love them. Amelia, I'm working on it. I'm trying to find one that's more expressionary instead of just the mouth or the head moving from side to side. So I'm playing around with different avatar programs right now. But yes, I plan on doing them more in the future. All right, question 7. The answer is C, as in cat. No, he did not complete his anger management, but his next arrest was for meth because it's always meth, ladies and gentlemen. All right. He was given a sentence of non-compliance for the anger management, for not completing the anger management, and given 80 days in jail, and given a 3-year suspended sentence on possession of methamphetamines. Was the charges for the follow-up. So he got 80 days for not completing the anger management for non-compliance, and a 3-year suspended sentence on the meth charge. Some people never learn. Doesn't matter how much you lead them to the water, you can't make them drink. You can't make them learn. Some people are just doomed to keep on repeating the same mistakes over and over again because they can't get away from the people in their lives. They can't get away from themselves, and it's always going to be somebody else's fault that they never, got to where they wanted to be. Question 8. Before John Wayne Gacy was questioned and arrested for being the creepy killer clown serial killer, how many times had he had brushes with the law without an arrest? Was it A, 10 times, B, 5 times, C, 1 time, or D, 8 times? How many times had he had brushes with the law without an arrest? Interpedes with the clown. Hey guys, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. It helps the algorithm. It most certainly does. So Amelia's guessing C. C. We got B. Short Nights. Good evening, Short Nights, and welcome to tonight's trivia. I hope you've been doing well. Thank you for joining us tonight. B. Good day. D, because I love the number figure 8, no beginning and no end. Samantha Mustard McDowell. Mel. Are you on question 8, Mel? Because question 8 is about John Wayne Gacy. How many times had he had brushes with the law without an arrest? Gayla Denson is going with 8 as well. Rocky Road Lady is going C 1 time. Is your toilet clean? Good to see you. Listening to me while you clean. Thanks. Thank you. Hope you're well too. I am short nice. I am doing the best I can. If we have issues with the streaming tonight, and it lagging, I don't have any home internet right now. Somebody dug up the main fiber optic line, so I'm actually using my cell phone to tether between my computer. Interpeas tomorrow morning. RJ is going with D 8 times. Mel Stiller, I'm trying B. You're kind of in and out. Pogo the Clown. Yep, that was his alter ego. Pogo the Clown. I noticed that you didn't say that you love the D, said 8 instead. Love the D. Amelia. Good vibes from the Starfire. Good vibes to everybody. I hope we all have a pleasant week ahead after this. And everybody stay safe and warm. I know it's awful weather around the world right now, unless you're in Acapulco or something, where my friend is. Sends me a video of him sitting on the beach of Acapulco with a margarita in his hand, and I'm like, yeah, thanks. It was like 17 degrees here, and it was snowing like crazy, and he's in Acapulco. I'm like, friends like that, who needs enemies? I haven't been commenting much, been in and out lives and watching videos, but been quiet. Well, it's good that you're doing well, Short Nights. That's all that matters to me and everybody else. We want to know that you're doing well. Bad at numbers, measurements, etc. I've been lied to about 6 inches all my adult life. Oh, this is a conversation that's interesting. Oh, question 8. We're talking about John Wayne Gacy, and I bet he lied about his 6 inches. Before being arrested as the creepy killer clown serial killer, how many times had he had brushes with the law without an arrest? Ladies and gentlemen, the correct answer for question 8 is B, as in boy, 5 times. All right, these are the interactions that he had with the police department for illegal dumping, construction waste issues, parking, and illegal use of trailer or construction equipment without paying the registration fee. So I'm guessing it has to be with like tabs or something like that. But those are what he had the run-ins with the police department for before he was arrested, for being the creepy pogo clown serial killer. 5 times. All right, question number 9. Johnny said, "Take the money, take my wallet, take my credit cards. Here's the watch my grandfather gave me. Here's the keys to my car. Mister, give it a whirl, but don't take the girl." What crime has Johnny Brett was arrested for? What was he arrested for? A, doing a McGraw takedown. B, his third charge of domestic violence. C, credit card theft. Or D, strong arm robbery. No one noticed his red nose or big shoes. What crime has Johnny Brett been arrested for? E, marrying Amber Heard, the turd. Oh, Amber Heard. Wow. Isn't she just a peach? Don't know. So another guess. A. I don't. I'd have done a butch if we're my grandfather's watch. What was he arrested for? Short Nass is going with B, his third charge of domestic violence. What's a McGraw takedown? It's a good question. I don't know. I'm guessing it's probably like an MMA, mixed martial arts takedown. I don't know. It's a nonsense one. That'd be my guess. Short Nass is going with B. Jay Hughes is going with B. Question number 9. Dr. Phil? Dr. Phil? I refuse to break my losing streak. Purple is going with B. Starfire going with B. Mel Stiller is going with C. Credit card theft. Anybody guessed D? I don't know. I didn't get notification. Teddy Rose, good evening. I'm sorry, Teddy Rose, you didn't get notification of the stream tonight. I'm sorry. Well, I got mine. I actually have 2. I only have 1. One notification that 411 now is live. Well, it happens. I never rely on the notification system for YouTube. I know that sometimes if you turn, if you have a tablet and you have a laptop, if you turn the notifications off on the tablet because you're getting too many notifications and updates, it can be a real pain in the ass. Excuse my wording there, but it can be. If you turn off notifications on one, it'll actually turn it off for everything. Or likewise on a cell phone or whatever, other devices you might have. That could be it. Or it could be, that you just have to go to a video or something and make sure that the bell icon is clicked, to notify all. Maybe it's only notifying you on some. Excuse me. I was late, so I missed a few. Hello, my dear inner peas. I got the notification late too. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Lori Sutton, B or D? That's a good way to hedge your bets there, Lori. I mean, that's 50% of the possible answers. I mean, we allow inner P's and anybody else that wants to guess E or F or G or any other letter of the alphabet. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the correct answer to question 9 is C, as in cat, credit card theft. Now, the question 9 here, um, maybe you guys aren't familiar with it, but those are the lyrics to the song, "Don't Take the Girl" by Tim McGraw. Garth Brooks covered the song as well, but those are the lyrics. Take my money, take my wallet, take my credit cards. Here's the watch my grandfather gave me. Here's the key to my car. Mister, give it a whirl, but don't take the girl. It's about that part of the song is about a mugging that happened, later on. Now, with that in context, that now question 10 is going to make a heck of a lot more sense. All right, but C was the correct answer. I did it again. Yeah. Question 10. Take Jimmy Johnson, take Tommy Thompson, take my best friend Bo, take anyone you want to, just don't let Brett Davies of Seattle, Washington take you out on the town without seeing his cash first. What has he done on multiple blind dates, later arrested for and given 18 months in jail? Was it A, dine and dash, B, wrote a bad check for the bill, C, used someone else's credit cards, or D, claimed medical illness to get out of paying the bill? What did Brett Davies of Seattle, Washington do on blind dates over and over again, multiple times? And in case you're wondering, take Jimmy Johnson, take Tommy Thompson, take my best friend Bo is from the same song, Don't Take the Girl by Tim McGraw. Amelia is going with A. I had credit card fraud. Some dating porn site charged my card. Although I don't visit those sites, honestly. I had a gentleman in Detroit, Michigan, um, charge me like $5.36 for something. It was like I can't remember what it said on the credit card statement. So I called Capital One and I said I didn't make this charge. I wasn't in Detroit, Michigan to make this charge. Nor do I know anybody or purchase anything from Detroit, Michigan for $5.36. So they reversed the charges, and I didn't think anything of it. And then like a month later, same person, same name, this guy tried to do a $1,500 transaction. Sometimes those small little transactions that you might see, that what they're doing is they're dinging the account to see if the account is active, and then later on they try to go through and nail you for everything they can get. At least that's what Capital One told me, is it's a scam. That somehow they got my credit card number. They probably bought it on the dark web, because there's a lot of things on the dark web you wouldn't want to know about. Oh, full one now. Yeah, that's scary. There are places on the dark web where you can buy, an entire someone's identity, the fake birth certificates, fake driver's license, anything to assume somebody else, social security numbers. Person might be dead. They might be alive. But these scammers, they're constantly, selling and trading information, and a lot of people don't know what they should do. Same thing, small one first, then a big one. I cancel the card. Yeah, I want to know what on the dark web. Oh, Jay Hughes, on the dark web, you can buy just about everything. You can hire a hitman or a hit woman. You can buy illegal drugs. You can shop for everything that you could possibly ever think of, disgusting and not disgusting. You can buy identities. You can buy everything on the dark web. None of it's legal to buy, but these people out there have this information and they sell it. Don't think he had underwear, just one white sock, says Mel. Mel, we're on question 10. What question are you? Are you still on that one about the guy who was attacked by the unknown, teen and young adult rapist? RJ is going with D. Claimed medical illness to get out of paying the bill. Don't forget, I mean, the dark web is where good old Josh Duggar was out there on the dark web. That's where he, purchased all his videos that on children. Don't want to get into it too much, but that's where he found all those people that are like him to get all that stuff. Is that where Josh the Bugger had his fave photos? Yep. Yep. Jay Hughes, that is exactly where it all came from. The dark web. There, you name it, it's out there on the dark web somewhere. That's where these people live. They reside and they everything. The red line is too far right. Move the red line to the far right. The what? Josh Bugger. Good old Joshy. I have a video that I keep on wanting to make about Josh. Just haven't had the time to make it. I have the whole thing written out here. Sitting here on my desk. All right, question 10. What did Brett Davies of Seattle, Washington do multiple times on blind dates, later arrested for and given 18 months in jail? Question 10. It's A as in apple, dine and dash. Each time he said he needed to use the restroom and then boogied out the back, left his blind date sitting at the table alone. You're guessing C? No. Dine and dash. You know they can't count. All right, question 11. Oh, yeah, Galo, you got it right. A as an apple. Oh my gosh, I actually got one right. We all have an option to get one right. Date that idiot, I think. Yeah, think you dated that guy? Luckily, I've never had any horror stories like that dating. I'm pretty fortunate. I've gone on some blind dates, in my life, my younger years, that weren't exactly the best, set of blind dates. Question 11. Michael Torr was hired by Merrill Lynch to be a replacement for a stockbroker that had recently and suddenly passed away. Problem is, Michael Tor isn't his real name. However, he made close to $3 million in sales before they asked him to leave before the FCC and others caught on. What is Michael Tor's real profession? Is he a trained and licensed airline pilot, B, a con artist, C, an accountant, or D, a circus clown? What year was it? And she did not note that answer. She wrote down in her notes, left date sitting alone at the table, and he ran out the back or a side entrance to the establishment. No date on the information for question 10. But Michael Tor was hired by Merrill Lynch to be a replacement for a stockbroker that had recently and suddenly passed away. Problem is, Michael Tor isn't his real name. However, he made close to $3 million in sales before they asked him to leave before the FCC and others caught on. What is Michael Tor's real profession? He works for Susie Orman. Oh, you're welcome, Mel. I don't even know if you can hear us now. You've been answering questions that we've already covered, but I really do hope you feel better. Starfire is going with B, a con artist. Jay Hughes, B. Gala is going with C, an accountant. Short Knight's a trained, licensed airline pilot. Are you on Top Chat, Live Chat? Mel, I would switch to Live Chat. We're on question 11. Hey, we got everyone. Nope. RJ. C. Circus clown. I actually had to look this one up myself because I never even heard of this guy or any of this. Think pilots are smart. Well, I mean, you got to be able to do the job and understand the instruments and all that stuff. I mean, I've never been a pilot, so I don't know what all goes involved in it. You would think it'd be a lot more than just like, here's a steering wheel, fly this thing forward. I mean, it would scare the hell out of me to take off or land, especially to land without like smacking the damn thing into the ground. But I've never been a pilot. I've done a lot of things in my lifetime, but I've never been a pilot. Once he killed his mother, Kemper was done with killing. He's 6'9". Okay. Thank you, Mel. But Ed Kemper also said, since she posted that, obviously she's on one of the questions we already asked. But Kemper also said if he was ever released from prison again, or a state hospital and was sent back out into society, he knows he would kill again. And there should be a red dot by the live prompt on screen. Correct. All right, Michael Tor was hired by Merrill Lynch to be a replacement for a stockbroker that had recently and suddenly passed away. Problem is, Michael Tor isn't his real name. However, he made close to $3 million in sales before they asked him to leave before the FCC and others caught on. What is Michael Tor's real profession? Question 11. The correct answer is C, as in cat. He's an accountant. He's an accountant. Now, his real name is Barry James, and he was caught up in part of the ZZZ Best Ponzi scheme. He was part of a Ponzi scheme, and he was using the Merrill Lynch as a cover, but his real profession is he is an accountant. No, he didn't commit the Ponzi scheme with Merrill Lynch. He was using it as a cover, and it's like, oh, I work for Merrill Lynch, and he really got a job at Merrill Lynch. So in case anybody ever checked on, who this guy was, he worked as, at Merrill Lynch, and everything checked out. And he was actually pretty good at what he, at being a stockbroker. But he was part of the ZZZ Best Ponzi scheme. I never even heard of the ZZZ Best Ponzi scheme. But he was an accountant. That was his actual trained profession. So, CNT? I guess, Amelia, if you want. All right, question 12. Hope you are having fun. If you are, please like, share, and tell others. And I'll take just a thumbs up. Thumbs up. Probably committed D. Oh, Samantha Mustard McDowell, it's 1 degree Celsius there. Ooh. Question 12. William Anderson was having some hard times. No job, little money, needed to feed his children. William went to the state welfare office to get help. However, the problem started with he had no transportation. Easy fix. Just steal a car, he thought. What did he steal? Was it A, a limo, B, a Hummer H2, C, a Porsche, or D, a bitching Camaro? William Anderson was having some hard times, no job, little money, needed to feed his kids. William went to the state welfare office to get help. However, the problem started with he had no transportation. Easy fix, just steal a car. I mean, wouldn't you think that? I mean, how else are you going to get there? Walk? Take a bus? I don't know. What kind of car did he steal? Was it a limo, a Hummer, a Porsche, or a bitching Camaro? The real genius is the bunch of gins is Ed Kemper. I'll go with D because that's what I'd steal out of all of them. Amelia, a bitching Camaro. Hey, man. Aren't you going to ask me what kind of car I got? Oh, yeah. What kind of car do you got? I got a bitching Camaro. Or a police cruiser. If I was a stealer, and I'm not. Hey, here's a limo. Excuse me. What kind of vehicle did he steal? Purple eyes. Inner peas. A Yugo. In my entire life, I've known one person who purposely bought a Yugo. Bought a Yugo. They needed transportation to get back and forth to work, and they lived like 5 miles from work, and they purchased a Yugo for like 300 or 400 bucks. It was really super cheap, and brand new. Those cars weren't all that great. A used, 50, 75,000 mile Yugo was not a pretty sight. I just stole 2 seconds of your life. Remember, it's precious. Short nights. What color? It's doesn't matter. Where'd you get it? My parents drove it up in the Bahamas. Oh, cool. What was the next line in that? No, man. The Bahamas are islands. Oh. I'm trying to remember the song. I know I'm missing some lines in there. Red, red cars go so fast, go faster. Red cars definitely get ticketed more. I know that's a fact. I actually found that on one of those websites about facts about automobiles and police interactions. More red cars. I have to Google Yugo. Oh my God, they're Yugoslavian car, and they look kind of like an older '80s Volkswagen Rabbit, but they're just pure garbage. The one that she had was like a two door. It was yellow and tan interior, and there isn't anything. There wasn't much to it. It didn't have a radio. Never even had a radio. It had a spot where you could put one in if you pop this plastic panel off, but it never even had a radio. But it was basic transportation when it ran, and that was the problem with it. Is it you know for $400 you don't exactly get a quality car. It was basically somebody else was like, I don't want this problem anymore. Take it away because they sold it to her for the same amount they would get for scrap metal for it. Isn't insurance higher for red cars? I don't know. Yes, a red attracts the police. I'll take Gail's word for that. I just found that on a website about cars and interactions with police that red cars get stopped more than any other color. C as in cat was not my guess. Oh well, for real brain not working at the moment. You had to take the front tire completely off to give it a tune up. Yeah, I remember that the spare tire was on top of the engine on Yugos. I've never owned one. I mean, my friend Lori owned one. All right. All right. William Anderson was having some hard times, no job, little money, need to feed his children. William went to the state welfare office to get help. However, the problem started with he had no transportation. Easy fix, just steal a car, he thought. What did he steal? Ladies and gentlemen, the correct answer for question 12 is B as in boy. He stole a brand new Hummer H2. And that is what caught the eye of the police department. And they pulled in to the police department. The police officer pulled into the parking lot, and here is a brand new $75,000 SUV in the parking lot of the welfare office. And when he ran the tabs, the plate number on it, it turned out that that Hummer was stolen. So he pulled to the other side of the parking lot and waited for whoever drove it there to come out of the welfare office and get in and try to drive away. And that's how he was caught. He stole a brand new Hummer H2 and drove it to the welfare office and was promptly arrested. I don't know what happened to his children or anything after that. Nissan van, I have a mild mid mounted engine. I have to undo half the front interior just to check the oil. Wow. The engineers that designed the cars don't think about how people have to take care of them. Purple, my wife's car. You couldn't change the oil on it, and or I can't take it to like Quick Lube or anywhere to have the oil changed. First off, there's no way to reset the computer system in it, and second is in order to get the actual oil filter off the car, that there's no way to get to it. they have a special tool that reaches up and grabs the filter and is able to pull it off there, because you can't, even with an extension on a wrench, you can't get the filter off of it. And there's no way to fill it up unless you pour it in through the dipstick hole, because the entire engine is covered by a giant, I don't know what they call it. It's like a giant piece of plastic, that is almost impossible to get off of there. But they've made the car so it can't be serviced anywhere except for at the dealership itself. The only thing that I can do from at home is I can add oil, I can add water to the windshield wiper fluid. That's it. I can't add water to the radiator. I can't check the batteries. And yes, there are two batteries on her car. I can't do anything else from at home. They've made it so you cannot check it or do anything from home at all anymore. Made that way on purpose. All right. Next question. Question 13. Ooh, this one's a little off-centered. Uh-oh. Well, I'll have to read the parts that are cut off there. Christopher Cron broke into a closed business, a restaurant, tripped the non-silent alarm. ADT called, and he gave the caller his full name when asked. Managed to steal a couple items and got away before police arrived. You can see the entire thing is shifted over for some reason. How was he eventually arrested? Eventually caught. A. He returned the next day and was ID'd by staff that watched the video. B. He left his wallet in the kitchen. C. Information he gave ADT was enough to arrest him the following day. Or D. He left his car in the parking lot because it wouldn't start after the robbery. Again, I'll read the question again, that for the parts that are cut off, you're probably not going to be able to read them. Christopher Cron broke into a closed business, a restaurant, tripped the non-silent alarm. ADT called and he gave the caller his full name when asked. Managed to steal a couple of items and got away before police arrived. However, how was he eventually caught? A. Returned the next day and was ID'd by staff that watched the video. B. Left his wallet in the kitchen. C. Information he gave to ADT was enough to arrest him the following day. Or D. He left his car in the parking lot because it wouldn't start after the robbery. Another Christopher. Yes. B, C, B, C. He was driving a Yugo. He was driving a Yugo with a mountain lion inside of it. Was he a chef needing cooking utensils? Don't know. Christopher Cron broke into a closed business. How was he caught? Enter P's mountain lion. You were driving a Yugo with a mountain lion inside. These aren't the most brilliant criminals. That's how they make the dumb criminal list. Then again, anybody who commits crimes isn't exactly what you call a bright person. There are more honest ways to make a buck. Wonder why this one shifted all the way over to the right. That's odd. I hope this is the only one that this happened to. Christopher Cron. If you follow specific direction, then I'm guessing definitely B. It could be B. Could be any of them. We'll find out in just a minute. Stay tuned for the answer next on Mountain Lion in a Yugo. I used to be indecisive. Now I'm not quite sure. Oh, that's good. That's funny, Samantha. Christopher Cron. How did he get Lori Sutton jumping in with A? All right, question 13, ladies and gentlemen. Christopher Cron broke into a closed business, a restaurant. He tripped a non-silent alarm. ADT called and he gave the caller his full name when asked. Managed to steal a couple of items and got away before the police arrived. How was he eventually caught? Lori Sutton for the win. The correct answer is A, as in apple. He returned the next day to the restaurant and was ID'd by the staff who had watched the video. A as in apple. Not a bright individual. And the items that he stole were really petty items. He couldn't get any cash. He couldn't get any liquor. I think he stole like a bottle of sherry, cooking sherry or something out of the kitchen, and like one other small item. It was really mini, like cheap items. Definitely not worth going to jail for. But he did it. All right, question 14. Ooh, did you know I do a live show every Saturday morning at 8 a.m.? I do. I most certainly do. It's always open chat and question session. Why not stop in and say hello? Why not? Never know, you might enjoy it. 14. YouTuber Kevin Turner of the now closed channel Blacksmith Turner, BST was what the name of the channel was more famously known as, was arrested for what? A, running a business without a license. B, Pollution Clean Air Act. C, illegal dumping on his own property. Or D, assault and battery with a battle sword. YouTuber Kevin Turner of the now closed channel Blacksmith Turner, BST, was arrested for what? Amelia is guessing D. I'm not sure if it was a Yugo. Short night. Samantha McDowell. I can't decide if I believe you. Short nights is going with D. Amelia D. Starfighter D. Hughes is going with D. Purple D. D seems to be a popular answer for this one. E, driving a Yugo with a mountain lion for the win. Yugos and mountain lions. That's always the answer, isn't it? It's meth, mountain lions, and Yugo. What was he driving? He was driving a Yugo. What was in the car? A mountain lion. What was he on? He was on meth. Oh boy. Gail is going with D as well. It's always meth. Well, you have to be on something that put a mountain lion inside your car. And I mean, you wouldn't know it if you left a mountain lion inside of a Yugo. You probably wouldn't know the difference. They can't destroy all that much. They're not very comfortable. They're not. There's not a lot of amenities to them. Starting tomorrow, whatever life throws at me, I'm ducking so that it'll hit someone else. Driving a Yugo with a mountain lion on meth. Lemon Pie, good evening. How are you doing today? Thank you for joining us. YouTuber Kevin Turner of the now closed channel Blacksmithing Turner, BST, was arrested for what? What did he get arrested for? Lemon Pie is going with C, illegal dumping on his own property. Kevin Turner. What was he arrested for? Kevin Turner, who was a YouTuber at one time. At one time, he was. Who knows? Maybe once he gets out of jail, maybe he'll come back and do it again. I think he's got to. He'd probably have to ask YouTube nicely to allow him back. Once YouTube shuts you down, they usually don't let you back. Going to try and beat my score of 0 last time. Hi, RJ. All right, YouTuber Kevin Turner of now closed channel Blacksmithing Turner, BST, was arrested for what? Ladies and gentlemen, the correct answer is D as in dog. He was arrested for assault battery with a battle sword. He was supposed to be on the television show on Discovery Channel called Forged in Iron, but he was arrested the week before by assault and battery, and he was kicked off the show. It never aired with him on it. It was supposed to be like the first episode, but they cut him out of it, and he was arrested. Because of his arrest, he was kicked off of it. Forged in Iron, he was supposed to be on the show, but he assaulted somebody with a battle axe or sword or something, some damn thing that he made. I can't remember who it was. The Pacifics around it, but D as in dog. Where's that? Where is it? Move it over here. There it is. Okay. Question 15. A Burbank, Washington robber robbed a pet clinic looking for drugs. However, they kept him under lock and key, not being able to get what he wanted. What did he settle for instead? This individual was never caught. Was it A, 12 jars of horse supplement, B, 300 dog collars, 129 cat collars, 85 dog leashes, 35 cat leashes, and 16 other assorted leashes and collars? Or was it C, 149 cans of cat and dog food, or D, 4 pet lizards and a pet gerbil. A Burbank, Washington robber robbed a pet clinic looking for drugs. Amelia is going with A, B, C, and D. Lemon Pie and Jay Hughes are going with D. I have a pet lizard in my backyard. I can't afford to feed him anymore. I really don't have a pet lizard in my backyard. E, a partridge in a pear tree. A partridge in a pear tree. F, and a partridge in a pear tree. Starfire's going with B. All of those collars and leashes. I don't want to read them again. That's a lot. Short Nice is going with A. 12 jars of horse supplement. Jinx. Well, Inner P's got you first. Jinx. She jinxed you. What did this man get while robbing a pet clinic looking for drugs? Never caught. You owe me a Coke. Is the background moving or did Inner Peas slip me meth? She slipped something in your drink. Burbank, Washington robbed a pet clinic. What did he get? What kind of things would you steal from a pet clinic if you're looking for drugs? Not exactly the place you would think they would have, that would have a lot of drugs. What do they have, like anesthetizing medications? I don't know. Like, I guess maybe if the person was looking for. I'm just trying to think of what the hell they would steal. Do they have pain medication at vet clinics? At pet clinics? Well, pet clinic. I'm guessing the same thing, pet and vet. I don't know. I mean, I've heard of like horse tranquilizers and like elephant tranquilizers. Would they looking for that? That's an interesting question. I don't know. I don't know what the hell ketamine. Would they have ketamine at a pet clinic? Actually, vets get hit a lot. Do they? I didn't know that. Huh. Well, we have near me about the closest one is probably about 12 miles from me. It's a emergency vet clinic, which I don't know how much of an emergency vet clinic it is because I never see anybody there. Either that, they have their emergencies and then they leave. I can't believe I missed this. I had a ridiculous day today. Good evening, Cement Shoes. I hope you are doing well, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm sorry that you didn't get the notification for it. I hope tomorrow is a much easier day for you. Larry McNamee, a Sacramento lawyer, was killed by his girlfriend with horse tranquilizers back in the late 80s. Wow. I did not know that. Burbank, Washington, and a man in Burbank, Washington robbed. How do they know it was a man if they was never caught? Maybe they had like surveillance or something. And I've seen this question before, and I've got the answer in front of me. I'm just like trying to figure out. I've never even, I'm reading this. I'm like, how the hell what were they looking for? Someone answered ketamine. Uh, is that the tranquilizer? Like horse or elephant tranquilizer? I don't know. Not too much up on my street names of drugs. Note to self: don't date a lawyer. Purple, a lemon pie, or a tall man, or feed a tall man. Oh, thank you for your kind wishes. Amber Heard's fave is ketamine. Is it? What are all those, Amelia? I've heard of diazepam. I don't know what the other ones are. Are those drugs that vet people or in the vet clinics and stuff like that would have? Or are those just street names of drugs? Oh, Gayla, how much did it take to kill? Yeah, because we're here to short and nice to give instructions on how much you need to kill somebody. Veterinarian medicines, yes. Okay. Well, question 15, ladies and gentlemen. The answer is for 15 is C. They got a hunt, whoever it was, got 149 cans of cat food and dog food, but they were never caught. Question 15, the answer is C as in cat. 149 cans of cat and dog food. That's heavy stuff. That would have taken some time to move 149 cans. I buy like 24 cans for our cats at a time, and that's got some good amount of weight to it for 24 cans. I don't remember. I think just one. She fled to Florida and was caught, then killed herself in jail. Wow. Well, just so you know, my comments, answers you have been reading aloud are my old answers. Okay. Sorry, Mel. I just didn't know if you were on the right question as us. All right, question number 16. Get it over here. Which crime has movie extra Stephen Dent not been arrested for from this list? Which crime has movie extra Stephen Dent not been arrested for from this list? A. Assault and battery. B. Armed robbery. C. DUI with injury. Huh? Okay, you'd think that'd be assault. But D. Check fraud. Anybody from the UK? Maybe, Samantha Musser McDowell. Maybe you've seen the show that I'm thinking of. It was a television show that was called Extra, not like like Hollywood Extra, but it was called Extra. And it had the guy who was on the original version and who wrote The Office, but I'm drawing a blank on his name. He actually hosted the Academy Awards too. But it was a show that was about him being an extra and other people being extras in the background of movies and television. Another one of dates. Just one of those just don't belong here. Yes, I'm certainly on the live chat now. However, I have not made my selection for question 11. Oh. TV show extra. Ricky Gervais. Ricky Gervais used to be on a television show that was called Extra or Extras. And it was about actors who wanted to break into the movie industry, and they were, they always were in the background of different, films and television series and stuff like that. And they always wanted to work up to a speaking role in the movies. But Ricky Gervais, yes, really good television series. I don't remember how long how many different series they ran, but it was like I have the box set in the house. I love that show. I love the original Office though. The American Office was okay, but I like the original version a lot more. But what was movie extra Stephen Dent? What was he not? What not arrested for from this list? For question 16, purple is going with A, assault and battery. Question 16. That means that he was arrested for at least 3 out of 4. But which one did he not do? I have no idea who Stephen Dent is. Besides, apparently it says here he's an extra in movies. Gail is going with D, check fraud. Lemon Pie is going with D as well, check fraud. All right, question 16. What crime has movie extra Stephen Dent not been a meth? Interpees jumps in. E, meth. Not been arrested for from this list. The correct answer is D, as in dog. Check fraud is the only one he hasn't been arrested for. But DUI with injury. I wonder where that's at. Because you would think that would be, like an assault charge, wouldn't you? Or maybe it was just DUI and somebody was injured in an accident. I'm curious about that one. I'm going to make a note of that to look that up later. Look this up later. All right, moving on to question number 17. Question 17. Oh boy. Zamia Johnson. I don't know what that's supposed to be. A bright criminal. Probably it isn't a bright criminal. Wanted for outstanding felony warrants, on the lam for charges of fraud. How was she caught up and finally arrested? Was it A, answered an ad for a free prize? B, applied for a job with the sheriff's department? C, called the police and she told them where she was? Or D, pulled over and arrested them? Whatever Johnson isn't a bright criminal, but wanted for outstanding felony warrants, on the lam for charges of fraud. How was she caught up and finally arrested? She answered an ad for a free prize, applied for a job with the sheriff's department, called the police and told them where she was, or was pulled over and arrested then. We have A, B, A, E. Sounds like they make you meet the mountain lion. I've never watched either version of The Office. Never? Oh. It's a good comedy. The Office is definitely one of those. Yeah, you have to watch from the beginning, to kind of get the understanding of the characters and the backgrounds. But I enjoy it. Well, I don't watch television anymore, but I have all the box. I have the box set of the original Office, the British version. I occasionally here and there watch clips of the American Office. Starfire B never will. I'm going to try B, says Mel Stiller. A, be right back. Have to go out and come back in again. Glitching. Amelia, it very could be my side. Because I have my cell phone attached to my PC to actually run this because I have no home internet right now. E, cousin of Zoma. Yeah, why isn't she in jail? Zoma in the Lori Vallow Chad Daybell saga. Why isn't she in jail? She definitely plotted with Lori. I changed to B with Submit. What Submit said. Question 17. Mia Johnson isn't a bright criminal. Wanted outstanding felony warrants on the lam for fraud charges. How was she caught and finally arrested? There's nothing quite like the real thing. Hi.
Hey, babe.
So,
well, nothing really. It's just that you and me, I was supposed to wine you and dine you, and we were gonna have a fancy night out.
yeah, we're on question 17 of 20. You want to sit down and wait? I have to make my wife wait. Say hello to everybody.
Hello, everybody.
They can't see you. The camera's right there.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Crystal. This is Gayla.
What's up, Gayla?
You want to try to answer this question? Why are your glasses wet?
Oh, I failed at cleaning them.
Oh.
Don't look.
Okay. You want a rag?
Oh yes, thank you. Sammy Johnson.
Isn't it's supposed to be? I think it's supposed to be. Isn't a bright criminal. Wanted for outstanding felony warrants on the lam for charges of fraud. How was she caught and finally arrested? What's your guess?
I'm gonna go with answered an ad for a free prize. I'm gonna go with A.
Short and I says, hi, Crystal. Smith says, Crystal, hello. Well, everybody's saying hello to you right now. Hi,
hello,
says Starfire. Okay, question number 17. The correct answer, ladies and gentlemen, is B as in boy.
What?
Yes. She applied for a job with the sheriff's department and was arrested because she had outstanding warrants for her arrest. Not very bright. I know.
See, I didn't.
Oh, now you're in trouble, Will.
I didn't say B because that was like too stupid.
Well, these are dumb criminals.
We do enjoy dumb criminals.
Yeah. All right. Question number 18. Samuel Brown makes yet another return to our list. Out on bail, he needed money for all those fines and court costs. What did he do to get some fast cash? Did he A, rob the same bank twice in 2 days? B, pawn his mother's TV and stereo? C, pawn his brother's TV and stereo? Or D, won the lottery?
I'm going to go with A. Rob the same bank twice in 2 days.
In her piece, did she check her pictures? I don't know what that is. Hi, Crystal. This is purple. Really? I got that one right. Happens all the time. Amelia's going with A. Cement's going with A.
A.
You going with A?
Ooh, Starfire going with B.
Going with Starfire's going, he pawned his mama's TV and stereo. Mel Stiller says, with Crystal.
Ooh, excellent. Short, nice. Jasmine blossom tea, very nice. I love the floral teas. They're so good.
They do. We have an entire cabinet that is just tea. They love their tea. Will, checking pictures is a Stephanie Lawrence reference. Oh, okay.
He sold his Yugo.
Sold as Hugo. So the answers for every question are always the following, honey. Mountain lion,
What?
Yugo, and meth.
What?
Mountain lion, Yugo, and meth. Those are the answers to every possible question.
Can they all be in one, like a methed out mountain lion attacked at Yugo?
No. The driver's on meth. He put a mountain lion in his car because he's on meth, and he's driving a Yugo. That's the answer to everything.
That poor mountain lion. All right, which is it?
Okay, question 18 is A as in apple.
Oh, yeah.
He robbed the same bank twice. A Chase bank, no less. But he robbed it twice. The second time, though, not so much. Inner Peace has the best answers. She does. Teddy Rose goes with the Inner Peace as well. All right, question 19. If I can move the stupid thing over there. Hunter S. Thompson, the writer and all-around badass, was arrested for this and convicted. Was it A, assault, B, robbery, C, accessory to robbery, or D, accessory to murder?
I'm going to go C, accessory to robbery. That sounds like something that Hunter S. Thompson would do.
What was the answer?
C, accessory to robbery.
Accessory to robbery, you think?
Time
to eat dinner. Thank you, Will. Everyone, have a great night.
Thank you for joining, Gayla.
Bye, Gayla. Thank you. You have a great week. You think, accessory to, why not robbery? Murder.
It seems like murder's over the line for him, but...
Well, maybe he stole something. Maybe he assaulted someone.
No. I feel like Hunter S. Thompson, murder's over the line for him, and he probably wouldn't rob someone on purpose, but he's definitely the friend who, if you said, hey, hold my beer...
Inner Peace is going with E, hunting a mountain lion.
Hunting a mountain lion.
Hunting a mountain lion.
I feel like Hunter S. Thompson's the kind of friend who got your back, so if you were going to rob somebody, he'd be like, no, man, I won't hold your beer. I'll drive the car. I feel like it's going to be accessory to robbery.
Short Nice is going with C. Purple C. I think they're going with your logic.
Yeah. It feels right, doesn't it?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, and I even included my picture of me dressed up like Hunter S. Thompson.
I did notice the love the
I got it all right here.
Love the yellow glasses.
Got the yellow glasses. I got the long cigarette holder and the hat.
Very nice, babe. Very nice. I like it. Oh my gosh, I'm on the camera. What?
Well, not now.
Okay.
Well, now you're over in the little edge.
No.
Changing to C.
Smith said C, so I had to too.
Put my glasses back on so I can actually see it. Smith said C, so I had to as well. Ladies and gentlemen, the correct answer for number 19 is, drum roll please, C as in cat. He was the accessory to robbery. Long cigarette holder like Marlene Dietrich. Yep. William, that should be your new trademark look. Maybe cement shoes.
Took
Maybe.
C for crystal, so you get no credit. Or C for cement shoes. See,
Yeah,
works,
C
it
for
works
cement
both
shoes.
ways.
Yeah. All right, question 20. My
Ooh.
senior year of high school, I was voted most likely to blank and be dead by age 27. Fill in the blank. Was it A, be a famous artist, B, nothing, C, be followed by the FBI, or D, be in jail for murder?
I can't answer this one because I know the answer. Sorry, guys, I must abstain from this question because I know the answer. But
My senior year of high school, I was voted most likely to blank.
I bet you guys can all get it. I have faith in you. I believe in you. I want a long joint holder so you can be styling too. Nice.
A long joint holder. Yeah, I bought most of this on Amazon. They actually sell this long cigarette holder, cement shoes, and it comes with a cleaner, but it's supposed to like extend out like twice the length it is, but it only goes like halfway.
Just like
It won't do it. I've tried, and this black part comes out, like yanking on it. Yeah, it doesn't even do what it's supposed to do.
Ooh, according to Inner Peas, hunting a mountain lion while on meth in a Yugo. D.
I'm choosing D for
disaster.
disaster. Purple's going with B, nothing. I was voted most likely to be nothing.
You only smoke greenage, no cigarettes?
No ciggies.
I believe that the extended holders work for
They'll work for
greenage
anything
as well, so you're gonna be all right.
Yeah, as long as you roll it up big enough to to fit in the end of it. It's got this part fits like non-filtered cigarettes. You can't really put a filtered cigarette in there unless you crush it up. Then you can put the filtered cigarette in there. So they were meant for for unfiltered cigarettes. I'm wrong again. Just wait and see, says Mel. My senior year of high school, I was voted most likely to blank and be dead by age 27.
I can't help you guys. I'm sorry because I know the answer.
Well, what do you think it is?
I know what it is.
Oh, you do?
I do. I know what the answer
I don't.
is.
I don't think you do.
You have shared this story with me. Remember, dear?
Oh, I don't know. I lost you in the corner. You smoke dandelions? Hey, Sal. Stuff are going out with a bang. I want to see if you actually know the answer.
I know it. The answer. You want me to tell them?
Okay, tell them what you think the answer is.
The answer's C, guys.
It is.
The answer's C.
I was voted in my actual senior class yearbook. It said I was voted most likely to be followed by the FBI. Instead, they were all wrong.
They're not wrong. He's being followed.
Yeah, well, I mean, aren't we all being followed by the FBI or NSA or someone? That's all 20 questions, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everyone had a great time tonight. There's my lovely bride. I picked A because of the 27 Club reference. Famous artist. I went to school for art.
There's no video of you in the corner. Oh, are you guys not seeing the video?
No, okay, so here, let me go back. I'll show you. All right, so I'm supposed to be in my little box.
Oh.
But I turned it off, the box off.
Oh, okay.
Now it's a large version of me.
So I can't do anything, like weird.
Have a great date night. Thank you, Purple.
Thank you.
We're going to go now, and we're going to enjoy dinner and conversation with each other away from our kids. And
as you can tell, Will and I are both dressed for date night.
We are. Look at me.
Our finest
Well,
hoodies.
yeah, we have our finest hoodies on.
I've
We
got
can
this,
either go
the
to a
sweatpants with the
cult
rainbow
meeting or
stripe.
out on a date.
I don't think my stripy sweatpants are cult meeting appropriate.
So, are we done? Thanks so much. It was fun. Yes, short, nice. That was all 20 questions. It didn't have any more. And
Thank you, Cement Shoes. Thank
as
you,
you can
Short
see
Nights.
from my beautiful bride here, she is waiting on me to end my stream so we can go on our date night. We ran a little bit longer than normal. Not too much more, but we did a little bit. Looks cozy. We're all about the comfort, Starfire.
Absolutely.
Neither one of us are going to be setting
Thank you,
any
Mel.
trends.
What are you talking about?
Huh?
Hoodie and stripy sweatpants is 100% a trend.
You know what she sent my son to school in today? My son went to school in velour pants.
Okay, but they're so comfy. They're
Velour.
soft and they're warm.
She found velour pants for a 6-year-old.
Yes, I did.
And she
Yes,
sent him to school in velour pants. Now she wants to buy velour tracksuits for him.
Yes.
Because we're all about the fashion.
Honestly, I don't know why the velour tracksuit went out of style in the U.S. That should have stayed. That was amazing.
Why did bell bottoms go out?
Oh, because those are horrible.
What about flower, shirts?
Yeah, those are okay. Yeah, he's gonna be a trendsetter. Absolutely.
He's going to be something.
I was so excited when I found those pants. Right? I've got 2 velour sleep sets. It's a hoodie and pants, and they're so warm. One of them's like blue and it's got like hearts all over it.
What color would you call
Pink.
the velour pants you sent him in?
They're kind of like a really dark teal, like a super dark, like almost gray. Right, Mel?
Velour pants? That's awesome. All right, I think you guys are being way too supportive of Crystal and her fashion choices. Oh, good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Bye.
We're going to take off. You all have a great night, and thank you again for stopping in and playing tonight. I really do appreciate it. If you have a chance, tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Pacific time. If you're on the East Coast, Eastern time, that's 3 hours difference. Later, so 8, that'd be 11. And then subtract hours as you go west. What are you doing?
Nothing.
I'm saying goodbye to people, and you're trying to kill me with a clamp. I think my life's being threatened, ladies and gentlemen. Bye. No.